I don't know. Right, so you join me, we're going to the shop. I've got a vintage bag purchase to add to my Tom Bihn collection. I think I've got it for a decent price, but I'm going to the shop to collect it, and when I get back to the house, I'll show you it alongside my other Tom Bihn bags. I think you might be impressed. Got the goods. It's quite a small bag, to be fair. Quite a few things happened in that shop. So once that photo here, don't know if you fancy purchasing some camel balls anytime soon. And then some guy just randomly came in and started shouting, so it was an interesting experience, but we've got the goods. Let's head home and I'll do an unboxing. Right, that's us home. Time to get unboxing. As I say, quite a small box, so let's go for it. Bit of a trickier box than I was expecting to unbox here, to be fair. I'll speed this up. Ooh. Well, any guesses to what the bag could be? So, it's the Tom Bihn Synapse 19. I think it's one of the more original versions of this bag. I've made a note, it's in a supple black ballistic nylon, and it's, let me just open it here, it's got the red interior. So I got this off Vinted. It's in good condition, but it is used. I quite like the red keyloop straps they've put on, and I don't know what they've done there to get the plastic like that. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's kind of melted in. Quite like that. So got this on eBay for, I think it's about £80, and yeah, I think it's in pretty good condition. You can see there, it's probably a wee bit worn, but overall, just looking in it, see if there's any money. Looks in really good condition, to be fair, but it was described as a subtle black, and I thought, whilst I've got it, so this is probably the smaller version, I thought I'd show you the one I got back in 2019. So this is the, let me just have a look, this is the Synapse 25, black 400 halcyon this one is, and the colour inside is a kind of, I don't know if you can see that there, like a green. It's called wasabi green. It wasn't my first choice at the time, but with Tom Bihn you kind of got to take what you can get on the website. It's just random colour assortment sometimes, and inevitably whenever I'm in America to actually buy them, they never have the colours I want a lot of the time. So went with that. Again, it wouldn't be my first choice, but you can see, look how big this bag is compared to that. It's night and day the difference. So this one would be kind of one I'd kick about during the day with. I also have another Synapse 19. And with hindsight, did I really need the other one? Maybe not. I maybe need to sell another one. But this is the other one I've got. You probably can't even tell the difference because it's the same colour. It's ballistic nylon, but this is described as 525. The other person described it's been a lot. The person invented in the previous one described it's been a bit thinner. This one's got a nice blue colour inside. So this is probably one of my favourite ones. Actually, despite me slagging the big one off, it's actually quite a nice bag. So I guess with the different sizes of the Synapse bags, I thought I'd go through what I use them for. So primarily, the kind of smaller one is maybe more if I'm going into the town, into the city centre, out for a day trip. I'd even maybe take this to like a festival, if it was like a day music festival, just put all my snacks and jackets and stuff in this. This kind of tends to be what I use for. Maybe even put, if I'm going out taking some photos, I can probably get the drone in this, and it's just quite small compact. You can see how flat that, you can pretty much pack that up to like that size when it's empty. I would say, in terms of the big 25 one, I would say this is more like if I'm going away on holiday. This is the one that comes in the plane with me because it holds a lot more. So for example, it kind of can double up as a backpack. I used it in New York, in Philadelphia, and Washington on a trip, and I was able to carry quite a lot of this stuff. When I flew out, I didn't put too much in it, and then I used this for both going about the cities on kind of walking tours and things like that, and then used it for the flight back. I just absolutely can't, like it is just now, this is just full of other, effectively it's full of other bags and pouches and stuff like that, but I used this, and I've got some clips. I think I'll be wearing it in New York Central Park and stuff like that. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like this. This one is one of my favourites because it's got kind of, I don't know if you can see it there, it's got kind of checked marks in the fabric. So yeah, that's kind of what I used them for as well. So this is the Synapse 25 on. So you see there, it's quite a chunky boy. It's definitely one of the bags that if you're out in a city break, you've got to be mindful you don't knock someone out when you go on like a subway or something like that. It does take up quite a lot of space. So it's also got the strap that goes across there, bish, bosh. And then if I put on the other smaller ones, I've not actually packed with anything, so I would put the new one on, but I've not adjusted the straps. So this is this kind of smaller one, let me zip it up. And you can see here, it's a lot more dinkier, would you say? So yeah, I tend to wear this one if I'm going to city break. It's normally a go-to one to grab if I'm just going out and about. But like I say, the other bigger one I use if I'm like travelling on a city break, whereas if I'm just doing local things, local cities, I'll just take the smaller one. So that's the kind of bags that I've got. So that's my Synapse collection. And sometime else I'll do some of the other Tom Bihn stuff that I've got, but just thought it'd be quick to show off. But yeah, look at the size of this bad boy.